Blackhawk off the front left, and Gunner's starting to open up a little bit. Hip underneath and starting to take a little bit of those rounds. And they go to J-hook. Both pilots J-hooking. Blackhawk off to the right. They're going to be in the open, and oh no!
I really hope that's not on camera. I just crashed.
I am so sorry to report that it is.
No.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the intro.
Wait, you crashed early?
No.
Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And today we've got the Americans up against the Russians on Basrah. This is Basrah RAS V2, and we have a unique matchup for this map because both teams have elected to use their air assault units. So we've got the VDV and their 217th Guards Airborne Regiment up against the Americans and their 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment. We're going to be on board with the VDV, and since the VDV are airborne specialists anyway, they actually have quite a lot of good equipment to use to fight against the Americans here. Now, of course, we're going to have helicopters. They got 3 of the black painted Mi-8s, and for any other ground Logis, they actually have the tracked BTR DG Logi APCs. They have a couple transports, but Logi is only going to be by air or on the slower tracks. Now, they also will have a few Tigers, some with the Cord machine gun, and one AGS-17 grenade launcher variant, as well as a BRDM. Now, once again, since they are specialist airborne units, they are able to have the airlifted BMD-1M, as well as 2 of the Sprute anti-tank Vics. For the Americans, they are a little bit more standard. They still have 3 of the Blackhawk helicopters, but they don't nearly have as much firepower as the VDV. They have plenty of wheeled vehicles. They have wheeled transports, wheeled Logis, a bunch of Humvees, including a couple with the Mark 19 and the Crows M2, and they will eventually get the M1 Abrams, but their only real hard-hitting vehicle is kind of going to be this TOW Vic. It's really going to be infantry heavy for the Americans on how they deal with vehicles. Now, this is a layout for Basrah, and it is going to be heavy in the city. A couple points on the outskirts, but prepare yourselves for an infantry grind, and I think you guys are going to love it. Now, once again, we're going to be on board with the VDV, so there'll be blue outlines on your map. The Americans will be red, and enjoy the show. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with another map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see. I promise we'll get a Ukrainian Eye in the Sky. I've tried to record 3 or 4 of them, and the games just end up going horribly, and unfortunately they're just not good to post, so I'm gonna keep trying. We'll get there. But that's it for me. Grab a snack, grab a drink, sit back and enjoy the show, and until next time, peace. All right, staging has officially ended, and I don't know if I've seen this combination before. Both factions picking their airborne units, which means 6 helicopters are going to be in the air. Well, as long as they take off without any issues here, as we are on board with the Russians. And Basrah, the new Basrah, especially over the past couple months, has been fantastic for both these combined arms moments, as well as some of the more infantry firefights. And then just on the outskirts, you have some really good vehicle fights. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these 2 teams have in store for us. And we're going to get a fight over the airstrip. Blackhawk off the front left, and Gunner's starting to open up a little bit. Hip underneath and starting to take a little bit of those rounds. And they go to J-hook. Both pilots J-hooking. Blackhawk off to the right. They're going to be in the open, and oh no!
I really hope that's not on camera. I just crashed.
I am so sorry to report that it is.
No.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the intro.
Wait, you crashed early?
No.
Oh, Eye in the Sky is back, baby. And the Americans. Oh my goodness. They are going to have open season on the airstrip. Oh, that is too good. That is too good. Blackhawk dismounts blue 7, or sorry, a red 7 rather. And I want to know.
I'm just gonna camp here and then I will go with
I think it was, yeah, it might have been a full squad in that one because they were setting up an attack fob. So, Red 8 now with another Black Hawk. They're pushing out. They're going to be trying to set up this new ATGM fob. Now there is... Oh! Well, hey, when there's trouble, well, you do some Pokemon things. Make it double, now make it triple. The Black Hawk that had landed successfully actually just popped its rotors, and then a third one coming in slams way too hard, loses its rotors too. Oh my gosh, indeed. It is about to be a helicopter graveyard. He might be able to put the fire out in time, and he does, but it's going to have trouble getting that chopper back up operational. And off in the distance, you have a, not remote weapon system, that is an open top Tiger. As we have a third Black Hawk now coming in. Oh my goodness. And if that Black Hawk, well, it looks like he had a nice little slow descent, was able to hold on and dismount its, or drop its supplies, so they're good to go. You also have an ATGM armored car way out west. There's a lot of shenanigans going on over here. You can see Reboot Your Mind and Atomi out in the rocks here. But this Tiger sneaks itself in. There is still no fighting on the actual objectives at the moment, but hold on, that is actually about to change because, wow, the forward deploy. This is why you use these helicopter units. We are going to push out way, I wish I could teleport. We're going to push out way towards, this is the Americans, I believe, second point. So Abul Kasib, Commander Salko, that's some squad lanes right here. You can see the blue in the objective area, and they have a good position. They actually have a fob set up, and they're going to try to open up on the infantry. Matt V turns the corner, knocks out the commander, but doesn't matter. Alitas
on U7
with the tandem round right into the engine.
Send your spawns on south. We are holding 10 point.
Americans trying to push in.
Tell them spawn on G10 to watch out.
And this is a little bit risky here, asking multiple squads to spawn in, because even if just one infantry, as right now, like I might be spied up right here, they are going to be starting to cap this.
There's infantry and lodges and transports in front of you.
And they're already on the radio here.
Yep, we're engaging them, thank you.
So dropping the rally right next to the radio. Oh my goodness. I didn't even think the friendly vehicles has pushed up yet, but no, that's the BRDM. BRDM trying to unload into the Humvees here.
Squad 9, what did he get shot by?
Yeah, we got those.
And a helicopter does go down out in the distance. They were being a little too close to the main here anyway, so good defensive work by the Americans. BRDM. Now he's being one man, so not going to be as mobile. And that radio, I'm surprised the radio still hasn't been dug down. Salko spawning on the Hab again. Commander was killed earlier by that Humvee. Now pushes up. He does squash the rally by Scipio. And Salko does take out Scipio, clears it. The cap is 50% captured, though. Salko goes down again. They got the medium machine gun up on top of that Humvee, but it does pop. I believe that was Litus again, and it was tandem rounds. And they're just piecing, or piecemealing the Americans here. If anything, they're causing them to use a lot of resources. I don't know if they're going to be able to prevent the cap just yet. As we have anyone alive on this side? No. Everyone, oh, I was going to say, One, I might be Spy Duck, was there trying to get people bandaged up, but he dies to a grenade. So great defense work by command squad. 2 Americans have snuck in on the backside, and this is what you want to do. If you're ever in this position, you just need to find a spot on the point, and you will slowly tick upwards. As you can see, Abul Kasib is now nearly 60% capped, and they'll be able to push out towards a gas station afterwards. And they haven't been able to take that much advantage of it, the Russians, just because of the distance and losing multiple helicopters between their next points. But if anything, that's
Humvee on 2.
That ticket loss and early mobility, and then even if they have captured this, they still have to root out the Russians here.
How are you still alive with that?
I've killed 1 transport, 1 Humvee. Yeah, I'm surrounded by AT.
But the VSS knocks out 1.
I just took a hit, but it's
Nearly got the second. And he doesn't see the MG. Tosses a grenade. Knocks out another little 2-piece here for the scout. And Abul Kasib has been secured as the Russians now pushing out to intersection. And Americans still have to figure out how to get the Russians out of their second point here. The Seeker just right down below of Kassane Tito has had a hell of a little run here. And that's a full helicopter. Hold on a second. Where are they going to be going? They're trying to go around on the backside. 3. I don't know whether they're just trying to set up a fob. Old insurgent main here. Not quite sure.
Just get a few people into intersection and cap it.
Why they would do that. Infantry runs into each other. Weihe trades with Seeker. As Kassan Tato still up on the top here.
Heavy enemy presence south on G10. So
At this point, you need to dig down your radio so you don't lose 20 tickets. You gotta take the tickets that you have earned and then just kind of run with it. As Bengrod gets hit by a grenade, and this is, you're just gonna start slowly bleeding. No other fight happening at the moment on the map.
Okay, they definitely have a tow on airfields.
As another helicopter goes down.
Probably on top of that building there.
ATGM. Oh no, it's not the tow. 7. We watched them hot drop. They had built a fob, but now they've actually it's a Tomy and the Carl ATGM Humvee that is out there roaming around defending the airstrip. So no fob anymore on airfield. Space Cowboy going down center your screen, trying to hold the top side here. I'm interested why we haven't gotten any type of call for removing that fob. And this is an American-held gas station. ATGM trying to run into this.
There's a bunch of infantry on 10.
Sprute. Or is this a BMD-1 rather?
they must have a hack somewhere south.
1 rocket impacts. The second one hits a little low, and there it goes. Good shots.
1/3.
BMD has to smoke out, and they're going to have to do some quick repairs, but BMD, that's probably the worst weapons platform to run into a whole bunch of infantry. I mean, the Sprute also would have had a bit of an issue here. And, well, speaking of worst thing to run into, BRDM now also shoots down a helicopter. It is all going down on the outskirts of Basrah. So they trade a Sprute for a helicopter, not Sprute, BMD-1 for a helicopter. And he might get a 2-piece, this BRDM. BRDM unleashes. Barrel's overheating. And he's not able to finish the kill. I'll try to do it again. There's so many Blackhawks. Thought he nearly got the tail rotor there. And Red 8 is going to be okay to pick up some stranded infantry out near the airstrip.
9, are we gonna lose this happy?
No, we got it.
Slowly, but no, command, they've kept this fob still up. Wow, very surprised on that. And now we get the big push in the middle. Intersection, wow, even though they attack the very second point, it looks like the Americans will have have numbers to secure intersection ahead of the Russians. Very surprising here. Here's a capture area. You can see all the infantry here for the Americans.
I need a rep station.
Yeah, I'm coming.
They
with
dropped a
Bill next.
radio. They had this tracked Logi, the Russians, and they've made a huge mistake. I might be spy dog. No, wait, no, Bing! I thought he was going to follow up and knock out Corsair, but Corsair takes out 2, and they might just save this radio. Need to be very close. If they can get up K-dubs so they can get the hab up, then the Russians might be in business, but Wara Dev might have something to say about that. Oh, and he goes down, and nope, not going to be able to do it. So losing a Logi and losing a radio, 2 other infantry tickets. And the Russians, even though they're extremely aggressive in the beginning, they're going to lose the intersection, the middle point, as well as the intersection radio they've tried to set up. They will get a nice trade here, though, as we have Kassan, who we've seen on the rooftops for the past 10 minutes or so. He's managed to sniff out a radio, and he has that nearly dug down and bleeding. So Russians will have the southernmost fob. They'll knock out this one in the middle, and then Americans knocking out another one. So Americans going to be left with 1 spawn point, and that is on the east side. And we actually have a radio fight here. So you don't want to lose your radios, but at the moment, good map position for the Americans. And was it Ringo Van Dingo? Ringo Van Dingo, he's on the outside.
They're bandaging their boys. Throw a nade in the radio.
He's trying to get around to the radio.
Yeah, I'm bogged out in the water.
Fezwise and Danny
What's happening with this enemy radio east side intersection?
able to dig that back up.
Is there a friendly bandaging up here?
Nope.
And this would be the only spawn point for the Americans.
Some bleed.
He's going with the knife. Oh, he's digging it down again. I mean, if you can, go for it, right?
Just fight now.
If he crouches, he should be able to be on it.
No.
It's not actually able to get an angle anymore.
We have infantry dismounts on 8.
Another BMD-1 Roman.
Infantry
And Americans have been able to respawn on this hab here, even though Ringo Van Dingo
Just let them be there.
is threatening it. He's now going to get a buddy, King of Hearts.
Any armor, just watch out going south.
This radio fight is incredibly important. Without this radio, despite the good map position, the Americans are going to just slowly bleed themselves
The
dry.
radio is still up on the east side. We're working to dig it down. Enemies are pushing back to the radio.
Enemy radio is on south side.
One radio goes down. Friendly still.
I need ammo.
Commander just sitting on their radio on the south side on that second point. Still think that's a little excessive, a little aggressive. War Dogs might get popped here by one of the Russians. He doesn't see him. BMD-1 goes down though. And then Ringo Van Dingo, little 2-tap. And he might get a second one. Fezwise doesn't realize he just lost a buddy right behind him.
I watched them jump out of the heli.
2 of them go down, but they got an American squad leader, normal guy. Ring around the rosy here.
Radio on the east side again.
I got him, medic. I got him. Give me up.
He's going to get up the medic. So Russians, They do lose the BMD right outside the radio, but that might be okay because the radio, well, there's only Russians next to it. Scout is going to be, Marksman's going to be picking up Ringo. And then here's why this is so important. Only one spawn for the Americans.
10, they're on my you're going
And it is not just a little cramped. It's also not the best position to defend a cap from intersection because you got to fight through so many buildings here.
Just lads and hats waiting to ambush.
So King of Hearts now pulling out his shovel to dig down this radio. And just really good infantry play by Ringo and King of Hearts. Oh, what is going on in here? Caveman SpongeBob. I think he's knifing people.
There's no ammo.
And radio is now at least gone a stage. One goes down.
Might be on the second floor, I think.
Might be on the second floor. He is on the second floor. Caveman SpongeBob trying to cause some chaos in the hab while the radio is unspawnable. Danny had managed to kill Ringo Van Dingo, but Alpha, oh, he actually killed both of them.
They're putting up
Alpha is now trying to push into the radio right back there too. Absolute chaos on this eastern side. Caveman SpongeBob still out trying to cause. Oh my goodness! He gets a two-piece, nearly wiped on the construction zone. Alpha, nobody knows how to actually get in this room. It is a stairwell, not an actual room, so you're running around trying to figure out where exactly to go. Everyone's finding the wrong spots here. Alpha now trying to push in. He just has a pistol.
Switch the radio.
Absolute maze here. Alpha barely any health too.
Yellow building.
Now here's the thing. Will he get Ringo Van Dingo? No, he looped himself around again. He's not in the radio room. And Danny gets tagged by Alpha's pistol, still not able to find it. And there you go, Meep, an angry mechanic coming in. And they're on the oh, the grenade!
Just threw a nade.
Friendly fire! But it does kill Danny! Angry mechanic. Oh my goodness, they actually had this, the Russians. And they've just kind of thrown, and there it goes. They're wiped! Who saved them? There was some shots. Is it here? Yes! Tiny, with the Overwatch position, actually just saved the radio for the Americans. 167 tickets to 182. Wow, Americans are now in this game. All because of a good Overwatch position by Rifleman Tiny. He knocked out two, getting funneled into this little stairwell. And now we have a big infantry fight over the mosque area towards intersection. But you can see, even though the intersection point has been kind of open for quite a bit, neither team able to get enough bodies on. Russians in the southwest corner building, Americans in the northeast corner building, and their numbers are just canceling each other out at the moment. Not sure what the helicopters are doing out here. See if they have any infantry inside of them. No, Nicky Butt's just flying. Maybe some recon here. And he might spot... There's a Humvee, ATGM Humvee, wandering around here as well. And he might try to wait for a good hover or just a lapse in concentration by these Russian helicopters.
Right, Squad 14, you should see a helicopter on the runway right now.
He's going to reposition. Just a really tough spot.
Yeah, I fucked one up. He's going back to main.
I see one hanging around the airfield for whatever reason.
Tovik on 8 move mark. 10, watch out, 8 move mark.
Yep.
They have called out one of the
We're still working
ATGMs.
on this radio on the east side. They're putting up a lot of resistance.
Oh, BRDM, I think just knocked out the tail rotor of the Blackhawk and it goes down.
Kilo crashed. Force crash on 2.
BRDM, just been an absolute menace here on the outskirts of the city.
We're dropping like flies this game.
That Tovik is moving.
You can see very good position. Just catch them coming in to reinforce the western side because they were looking to get a new fob up on the west side, the Americans. Because it is a 5-ticket game, and losing all these helicopters is not conducive to winning. But both teams at the moment just trading vehicles.
Yeah, there's another one on squad 10 as well. On squad 10 up there.
Russians making a play for the northeast building. And you have a last stand Alamo moment. Local 3 news is Greg Glover goes down on the outside. Earhart running around to a corner trying to bandage up. Imperial Guard holding the door.
2 and 10.
What's hanging out of that view?
Oh, an Imperial Guard nearly goes down. He does now. I think that was from some height here. Yep.
Another Tovik. Be careful.
Bokeh Snowles with a good vantage point on that balcony, and that should start capping the point, and it does. Halfway to neutral now. The Russians, they've been able to sneak themselves in, and because of all the nonsense over on the radio, the Americans, they haven't really been able to get themselves out of this construction zone. What's worse, though, is that because of the absolute maze, whenever you spawn in here, this is kind of why I dislike placing HABs inside a covered area like this. When you spawn in here, it's very difficult for infantry to get out and create space. Instead, infantry will just move up and take over this building, which is, you know, not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it is if you're being pushed, and it allows infantry, as you see right now, to get closer to over on the HAB and then get vantage points to try to slowly just pick people off.
I don't know if I'll be able to get you.
Where's the other one?
Tiny making a good play earlier. Can he follow it up a second time? And no, he does bleed out. Cheesy Peanut on the second floor, and it is, I don't know if the Americans can even get to this radio now. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not the radio, it's the HAB that's overrun.
We're trying to stop them right now.
Caveman SpongeBob knocks out the Master, who had just killed Cheesy Peanut.
If you people die,
Absolute massive infantry fight here.
Moving which way? Yep. If you people die, tell them to spawn on the south hab. Tell your people to spawn on the south hab. We are gonna cap intersection.
Oh, that's what the play is. They're spawning on the south hab, and then they're running north because they have intersection they think is going to be captured. So
What is
yeah, Logi.
they want to push that next point here.
Yeah, so tell people spawn south.
Blackhawk is hovering dangerously.
One, can you
8
mark
west
where
at
that heli
Hero landing.
landed?
Yeah, he marked
And
on
they're
the
landing
coast
on the
over here.
roof.
3 people got out. There's probably gonna get a radio over here.
Enemy Tovik on squad 10 himself. Squad 2.
Enemy radio on the east side is overrun now. We got it.
That is a fantastic position.
Squad 2 moves up behind the building.
RPG goes right over, and the pilot needs to think about getting out of here now. Wave off are the calls.
Fuck, he's on the other side.
Oh my goodness! Just in time, Blackhawk takes a tandem round and starts sparking. Hip trying to follow him.
Fuck, he ran away.
Well, yeah, decides to wave off too, but they were able to get a radio down, so good play by the Americans. Russians secure intersection after a very bloody battle on the eastern side.
I don't see anything
193 tickets to 139 is going to be about 119 here after this radio finally bleeds out. Infantry grind on the eastern side,
Or just
but the Russians,
Oh, I found my gun.
they need to be careful here.
Nah, it's
They have great positioning, but
He's dead, I found him.
Oh, nice. Good
He was
job.
hiding.
there's a lot of infantry just starting to push right towards the point. Russians have the longest walk to the objective area. You have a fob on the south side. And then you have
I
this
think he's
fob
gonna
way on the
the enemy
northeast
alley
side.
is going to drop ammo for their hat to finish off the alley. You can.
So
everyone
both
far away.
Kovacs are dead.
Enemy
Nice.
radio on the east side is destroyed.
Matt V, or Humvee rather, trying to take shots at the Russian hip. As we hear on the radio, that fob has finally gone down on the
They're
eastern
landing
side.
again on the same spot.
And that was a Sprute, I believe.
Enemy hab accurate on south of
Yeah,
gas station.
Sprute way
Humvee
north.
station.
You see Blue Tin Sprute way out in the distance, trying to hold this main road, and he might catch this Logi unawares. Sprute. Oh, not able to get that shot off. I know the gunners saw it. They had just taken a shot at the Humvee, and so another fob. This is going to be interesting now. The Russians are going to get pinched in between two American fobs here. Scared of women.
Over there.
Off to the left here, setting up a new fob. You have the American fob off to the right. And oh my goodness, never mind. Russians are storming. They saw where the Americans were spawning on, but they also got that intel. Everyone saw that helicopter touchdown. Helicopter should have just waved off earlier, and now the radio is being dug down. What used to be a bloody infantry grind, it's about to be a massive steamroll here.
8, if you have supplies to right, drop them on the hab.
It ain't over yet. Now, this ain't good for the Americans here. Thankfully, they have that a fob up on the north side. They're able to push in, but you can see Russians already securing gas station.
Move supplies down south.
Just fantastic infantry and squad movement from the Russians. And Americans, they're kind of stuck.
Down a lot of their radios the last
They don't have
20 minutes.
anywhere to really go. Humvee pops to the Sprute.
We killed the Humvee over there.
South, squad 3, Logi south.
And the Blackhawk is going to be trying to scout
Yeah, we're starting the radio right now.
the Sprute, but
Hold it.
you kind of have this very odd position. You have SL1. They're trying to get in position, I think, yeah, blue 1 or red 1. They're trying to get in position to spawn their heavy anti-tank, I believe. They're trying to take out this Sprute, but what is going on? The Blackhawk
Thanks, 8.
is right behind him. Blackhawk actually dismounts troops and goes down. BRDM pops the Blackhawk, inserting an anti-tank squad, and I think the anti-tank squad, oh, they're barely alive here. Very risky insert here. You have the Carl Gustav and AT4 now moving in. They're trying to take out this
Yeah, there's infantry close.
Sprute.
14.
Sprute gonna have side armor. Not anymore. Really want to try to take out its tracks. Stands a little bit. Sprute's gonna be turning.
Radio's on.
Oh, yep.
Southern
Nice, good job.
I was gonna say he needed to pull that trigger. Sprute gunner now gets dialed in, and the Carl Gustav goes down.
That radio
AT4 had gone over to get the. Was that an SL? That was a second AT4. But now the Sprute just going to be able to mop up the infantry here. Nice effort. Especially with the helicopter insert. That was extremely tactical. But they needed to be a little quicker on that trigger to make a decision. 100, 200 meter shots with that Carl Gustav. Gustav should have been easy. Now the AT4, they might be able to get a tracking shot. Sprute's going to see him, though. He's not. You need to disable him. One goes down. Second one into the side.
We're capping gas station.
And they don't see him just yet.
Airborne's engaged.
There it goes with the command, and that will be it. So good effort there.
Hit.
Now, what is going on? Hearing some big boy tank rounds fighting.
Hit G. Falling back. Smoke.
Oh, that is a long fight.
Yep, spawn for a bull.
Abrams is somewhere over here. They're taking
hit
shots at the
twice.
Sprute.
Abrams hit twice and backing off.
3 times. Falling
There
back.
it is. So I don't believe, yeah, there's just two
my squad is
Sprutes
gonna
instead
stay
of
on
an
the fence
Abrams.
On the gas station.
So Americans,
14 using
they
the
have
MT
been
RTB
able
right now.
No, they don't need
to
stay
at
on
least
this.
protect that
They're
northern
comfortable.
fob. You can see they have
Oh, no,
lost
this
gas
is- no, this
station,
is on,
and Abul Kasib is now being
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
captured. So a good defense early on.
There
The
was
Russians
a
making me
low
eat my words right now by keeping that hab up on that final point,
I haven't seen it for a
or
while
the
now.
second to final point. But the Abrams, I'm not sure if they're even going to be able to do anything here other than kind of limp back home. They're stuck in the rocks, so not much of a fight to get into here.
14 is the enemy tank going back to main.
It
Now
was-
the Americans with this artillery, they can still get into this game. They're absolutely destroying the Russians with this artillery. You need to at least double neutral, and it looks like wiped out all but 3 or 4 of them. So it is 60%. The question is, can you get, if you can start the cap, you're going to be okay, but Americans need to get in now. And there is plenty of Russians still in this gas station to help defend it.
My guys moving back.
So we have about 20 to 30 seconds
10, I'll try and get eyes
before
on that
it is going to be GG here. Just based on the caps. Americans trying to breach, and they need to do this quick. Get on in there. Dusty Gazangas. Ringo Vandingo goes down. Meep goes down. Another one goes down. Trade-in
I
shots.
dropped him. I need bandages though.
3
I'm
for
bleeding.
4.
I have none.
Man, 14 is getting hunted at AT. They will
And
find this
they've
room
managed to
station. They
hold
will
it
find this
off.
radio.
Americans. Oh, Laughing Coffin just tossed a grenade right at Shmalaya. And it actually knocks him out, Laughing Coffin. And it's neutral.
Dig the hammer right up, get us all
Down below, Laughing Coffin. Did they start the cap? They did start the cap, so here we go. I don't think it's going to work, though. Oh my goodness, it is so close. I think the Americans...
They're not gonna cap this in time.
What?
Yeah, the Americans
Okay.
just don't have the numbers. Good effort at the end, but Russians able to take advantage of some good spawns, good squad positioning. Lost a whole hell of a lot of vehicles, but in the end, it didn't matter. Infantry carrying hard,
Should be fine.
and just squad leaders making some really good positions.
We're good. We'll be fine. We're gonna cap it.
Yeah, it's about 60%, and then
They're gonna get that
50%, so
Yeah, I don't care.
183 tickets to 31, and we can see right at the end here,
And guys, remember who you need to...
Blackhawk going to dismount and insert another anti-tank team, but no.
Definitely not you.
Knocks out the tail rotor and the Blackhawk goes down. Anti-tank team destroyed. Russians just continuing to mop up anything the Americans try to do. Oh, a little bit of revenge here. Good shot with the Carl Gustav. Tiger does go down.
Is that the last point?
Yep.
Now you're gonna be fighting over the Black Hawk hole here. 1-on-2. One goes down. Or actually, it's 2-on-2. So we had... Was it Cookie Rat? I think Cookie Rat. Knocking out a couple of them before getting killed himself. But good effort. Randall Cockburn mopping up the threat to this Sprute here. And you can see the long stream of blue bodies headed... I think they're just going to shift W across the transfer station. That's going to be it, though. 219 tickets to 20. It's a lot closer than the tickets are going to make it seem, just because they got 2 back-to-back caps, which is 120 tickets, so... Or maybe even 140. They change it? Full flag capture 50. No, okay, we're good.
Is there a tank in play?
I'm trying to look for it. I can see.
Blackhawk again, trying to offer some close air support, just taking a whole bunch of small arms, bobbing and weaving. RPGs also trying to take shots at him. I think they might stay and fight. Like, why not, right? Blackhawk, oh, a little, woof. Got a little close to the ground there, just barely saving that, slam that back tail, was a landing gear right into the dirt. Could have easily caught fire, but manages to stay alive. So, what, 18 tickets? There is a small chance that the Americans lose no more tickets.
Bravo, possible enemy radio.
They push out and capture Abul Kasi and knock out this radio. There's a small chance. I've seen crazier things happen. They are also digging down. Atpisut is taking out the radio next to gas station. So it ain't over till it's over.
Request artillery striking off.
Let's try it again.
12, 11, 10.
And another vehicle just went down.
Thank you.
While the Americans try to reposition, now you have the Abrams about to get a little bit of action here. I think that Tiger realized.
Then watch out map. Check map.
Yep, there's a bunch of ATO infantry.
But there's a whole bunch of pain just over the hill from him.
We're gonna do a creeping barrage push. Check the map, don't die. Do not cross the highway before I tell you so.
Abrams should have a shot on this Logi. His ATGMs fly every which way.
That's anything.
ATGM, I'm wondering. Oh, nice. So the tow Humvee knocked out the Tiger that was trying to flank the tank here. Helicopter
You were down.
now trying to push on out. And American tow Humvee trying to knock out the helicopter. Two helicopters turning into each other right now. Blackhawk, that's super low.
Enemy helo dropping up. Enemy helo dropping up.
They're dropping right on the point, and that's it.
Oh, let's go.
Sprout with a little fly swatter at the end here. Oh, actually, the Tomad V is the one. Sprout knocked out the Tomad V, but G's really tight match up until that the dam kind of broke over in the eastern intersection fob. We had 138 deaths to and 2 radio losses compared to 154 deaths, but 3 of those losses for radios and 110 vehicles. Jeez.